Hey folks, this is Vagrant. Welcome back to Lies of P and what is likely the final episode of Lies of P. We're currently tackling Simon Manus, who I believe is the final boss of the game. And I've changed my weapon. I've decided to go for the acid spear again. I like the much quicker attack. It just kind of feels like a better fit. And I'm thinking Aegis doesn't feel very useful whatsoever. So we're going to go back to our beloved Falcon Eyes and get a little bit of guaranteed range damage in Phase 2. And I've changed my amulets around a little bit as well. So I don't need the weight amulet because we don't need the physical one. So we've got damage inflicted on humans, stamina recovery speed, max stamina, and advance +4 because we're using a elemental weapon. I'm to this day not sure if that's actually worth doing at all, to be honest. But we're doing it anyway, so get over it. Okay, how many of these do I have? Yeah, okay. Alright, come on. It's been a little while since I played. Here we go.
Show me everything you have, up with up Geppetto.
It'll do, buddy. Not a great start. Not a great start at all. Come on now, focus up, focus up. I can't just go in and not play the game and go into the final boss, you know? Oh. Well, I can, that's what I'm doing, but I'm not sure it's a good idea. There we go, finally got the poison damage. Acid. Buff that up again.
You face godlike power. Your time is running out.
That was good. This first phase should be fine. We did it first time, last time. It's not about making it through, although I will inevitably die to it sometime. It's about making it through with as much stuff as possible in reserve, you know?
If you want constant pain, I can apply.
Oh, God damn it.
Better yet, how about death?
Yeah, I knew I should have run there. Oh, I just get cocky sometimes. I don't get cocky, I get excited. I'm like, I'm hitting him. I don't want to stop hitting him. Likewise then, I was like, yeah, I should probably run. And yet here I am, whomping away on him. Just trying to get that poison back on. It's not poison, but it feels like poison, you know what I mean? I'm not sure this is doing more damage than the Puppet Ripper in reality. That was good. Falcon Eyes, if you want to bloody work, there we go. Jesus Christ. I was thinking I should always use it a little bit at the start because it recharges, right? So it's a bit pointless to not use it at all. This takes ages, we're gonna skip. It's in the last video if you want to see it again. Alright, that didn't work. Oh my god, Falcon Eyes, I hate you so much sometimes. Like, I'm trying to do the dive one. It just doesn't work so consistently, you know? I don't even remember that attack last time, if I'm honest. I think dodging that consistently is a big deal. I've not done well here. Run away! Run away! Run away! I think. I don't know. I think I just have to get out of there. I don't really know how this... Okay, no, now we run away. Are we okay over here? The hand! The hand is coming! Okay, it definitely didn't do much damage. I think that was an improvement. Oh, God damn it. That was a little lucky. Oh boy, playing with fire there. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Run. Okay, okay. So when you see the beam, I think what we want to do is hang around the edge, and it gives me more room to play with. Fuck you, Manus. Oh, that was stupid. Okay, run away. See, you can see the beams over there, so that's where the damage is going to come from. So I just need to stay over here now. Oh, I'm an idiot. I keep doing that. And that is near impossible to dodge sometimes. That's how it feels. Oh. Away. Come on, heal. Come back, please, heal. Knew that was coming in. Oh, fuck off. Please don't have a face for it. Oh no, no face for it. Oh, check me out!
So, it comes to this. The blue fairy, Sophia, decides the winner. Truly, I envy you. The puppet my Sophia keeps turning back time to save. Is it her sense of duty, or her contempt for me? Or does she truly care for you? I gave up predicting Sophia's actions long ago. But I'd like to hear your thoughts. Sophia, what have you done to her?
I liberated her. I gave her peace.
Yes, I suppose that was her wish. Sophia was always wise beyond her years. Knowing the truth of people's minds is a curse. I would not have been able to bear it if it weren't for Sophia. Her pure heart was a tonic for my pain. That's why I wanted her. I did. But I couldn't have her in the end. So I tried to use this power to hold her. Even if these hands never could. It's fine if I'm gone. But be warned. Watch out for Geppetto. Up there.
What Watch out for Geppetto. I've just realised, by the by, I was curious how Sophia's time... I mentioned at the end of the last video, how does Sophia's time control play into the game at all? I've realised just now what it is. It's that when we die and we respawn, I think that's not meant to be us respawning because of the magic of Stargazers. I think that's Sophia reversing time, our time stream at the very least, in order to bring us back to life. So she does keep saving us. Simon was, at the end of the day, a tragic figure. I don't know, like, he's trying to make us feel bad for him. At the end of the day, he was a power-hungry megalomaniac who slaughtered countless people in pursuit of his goals and doomed an entire town, city, in the pursuit of power. Just because he happens to be in love with Sophia doesn't really justify that. That said, where's Geppetto? Oh, what's this about? Also, can I point out that I just did that on my literally my second attempt. We had one attempt last video, and this was my first attempt today. I haven't, you know, I've showed you every single death in this playthrough. I have not cut a single death as far as I know. There was no misleading. I'm quite chuffed with that. It wasn't hard. I'm like, on one hand, I'm like, yeah, go me, I'm awesome. On the other hand, there was lots of harder bosses. So I'm surprised at just how easy it was. The thing is, his attacks in that second phase are just quite easy to punish, right? Any enemy that's slow but hits hard, I think I do well on, because I'm not trying to block, I'm trying to dodge. You see, I didn't block once in that entire fight. As long as you dodge through, this is Dark Souls 101, right? Don't dodge away, dodge through a big enemy. Like, you see there, when he does his swing, I roll towards him. You saw it on Laxasia, when she did that charge with her sword, I rolled towards her. Absolutely a top tip for any, like, Soulsborne games. Or Souls-like in this case. However, we're not at the end. Should I be concerned? Just gotta find Geppetto. Have it out with him a little bit. Not mentioning, you know, Geppetto.
Now him, he really scared me. A human becoming a god? Terrifying. But a puppet becoming a human? Now you have my attention. Suit yourself, but sounds fun to me. I wonder, what'll happen now? I sure don't know. But I do know one thing. You're stuck with me, and I'm stuck with you, pal. Wouldn't have it any other way.
You're a good egg, Gemini. You're a good egg. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. This is a hell of a lift, isn't it? Bloody Nora. Oh, we should check the stuff we got. So I got Ego, Treasure Hunter. Okay, we'll have to see if we can go turn that in. Maybe for New Game Plus. And then the Arm of God, obtained after defeating Simon Manus. Mysterious relic, the alchemist treated as a sacred object.
That's...
Geppetto? In a minute, buddy. The alchemist believes there's once a god who was ripped to shreds trying to give immortal life to the humans he so loved, and they wanted to revive him. However, the god who was deep in sleep never answered their prayers. Oh, it's gone. Oh, wait, what? Okay, no, this is fine, right? This is just so I can... I'm just going to nip back to the hotel. I'm curious about this weapon. Or amulet. This is just in case we want to leave and come back and talk to Geppetto, surely. Right? Right? Do I have to kill Geppetto? Was that not the final boss? I'm getting a little anxious now, because I was bigging myself up a second ago. Like, maybe it wasn't even the final boss. I actually expected a third phase.
I want to give Alidoro's belongings to someone who knows their worth. It's what he would have wanted. If you can prove your worth, his weapon is yours.
What is it? Alright, let's check the amulet. Increases Fable Arts damage inflicted on a staggered enemy. That's weird. So, when they're staggered, as in when they're waiting for a fatal attack, you can then do a Fable attack first and do lots of damage. They need to show numbers, because that's a heavy-ass amulet right there. 8.7? And it doesn't sound great. If it does, like, it would have to do... Honestly, that is a very specific situation, because you, A, need to stagger the enemy. You'll notice I didn't stagger Simon once in that entire fight. 2, you'd need to Fable or active at that point. Now you would save it, obviously, but that means you might waste Fable. It would have to do at least 50, probably 100% more damage to justify. Noblesse Oblige. Oh, it's a motivity weapon. It's interesting. A mystical cudgel made from an ergo crystal tree. While battling enemies, it emits spores, increasing the ergo acquisition rate. Oh, cool. Oh, I don't like the amulet anyway, we'll take that. So, obviously not one we use now, but if we ever did a New Game Plus, that sounds like it would be really useful. Can I level up? Yeah, let's level up. They're all annoyingly, like I don't want to go, it's Vitality, I think. Kind of regret putting points in. I think Vigor and Capacity are probably fine where they are now. So, you have anything to say?
Strange.
Oh.
It hurts so much.
Okie dokie. Hopefully we can come back here in a little bit. To the abyss. Under the abyss. How do you get under an abyss? Crazy town. And the crazy, 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 crazy nights. Oh, yee. It's a mini song. Okay, Geppetto. What's that next to you? What are you up to, old man? I'm sticking with the acid speed. I kind of wish I'd gone for an advanced build. I think it would have made walking around combat a lot harder, but I think bosses I would have melted the entire... This acid spear is insane. Like, against human enemies, at the very least, it is bonkers good.
I knew you could do it. We have all the ingredients we need.
For what?
I dreamed of this day for so long. The moment you'd come back to life.
Bloody knew it.
You can be human again. By using that vast supply of ergo in the arm of God. I just need the final ingredient. The one that holds your memories and your lifespan. Your heart. If you give me your heart, all these trials and tribulations will be over. You have been a brilliant and a good boy. As your reward, I shall turn you into a real boy. Give me your heart, son.
Go fuck yourself, Geppetto.
I believed you were a good boy. But you insist on breaking my heart. Well, I suppose Carlo was mischievous. It seems you inherited his personality instead of his memories. But a father always looks after his children. Even naughty ones that must be punished, like you. In my own way, I grew to love you. After all, you're the puppet who would bring my son back to life. I'm disappointed in you.
I don't think it's
I
over.
didn't mean for this to happen. I believed you were a good boy. If you refuse, then I'll have to retrieve it myself. My son.
Well, shit.
You can become a real human.
A nameless puppet.
Come to me, my son.
Oh, okay. I see you. Get stabbed. Okay, withdrawing. We're each other once.
I never bound you to the Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you.
Oh, that was a sick dodge. Just hoping that he would walk into that last one, you know?
I knew you
God
had
damn it.
gone astray. You troublesome little puppy.
You stop smack talking me while I'm fighting. I really misunderstood what was going on there. Whoops, daisy.
Your freedom is not for you, but for Carlo. No fire.
Okay,
to resort
it's not human.
to
I'm pretty sure.
no other way.
I can't seem to get him to acid up anyway. I'm gonna keep trying, but... I mean, it's called the Nameless Puppet. I'm gonna take a stab in the dark, it's a puppet.
If you can't find those memories, I'll make you into a real human myself.
You know what I said about Aegis not being that useful? Oh, we can.
I lost you. My life was full of nothing but regret.
I kind of regret not using Aegis now. On this fight. Oh no, what's he doing? He's doing a thing. Don't do a thing, Carlos. Wait, is this Carlos?
If only I had spent more time with you. If
Stop
only
doing
I'd read you
things.
Your favorite book. Father to son.
This is definitely a 2-stage fight, isn't it? Nope. We're meant to walk into my trap card.
Forgive me, Carlo. Please regain your memories.
Oh, God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. Anyone who's got like super delayed attacks, I routinely really struggle with.
Break my heart.
I really should block more.
Come back to my arms. No. This can't
Did he just... You can't do
Come
that.
back to me, Carlo.
If this is a 2-stage fight, it's rough. I'll tell you that much. Oh, I'm playing terribly. I keep thinking I've got an opportunity to block that I just don't have. Yeah, you can see the clock kind of spinning backwards. Sophia's still out there helping us out. Okay, Nameless Puppet. Interesting. Very interesting. Guess we have a new final boss. Right, so I don't want this, do I? You're only level 7. Let's go see if we can upgrade. It's a puppet, so we need electric damage. Give your heart, get fucked. It's cool that it gives you the option, because I'm sure there's some people who refuse. I suspect if you give the heart, you don't fight this boss, right? But I'm sure there's some people who refuse, and then they realise, oh no, I've made a terrible mistake, because they fight this bloody thing. Alright, I'm going to change a couple things up. I'm getting rid of Falcon Eyes. Like, there's no world in which Falcon Eyes is going to be useful in this fight. It just doesn't exist. We're going to swap to Aegis again. And we're going to try to upgrade our weapon, if we can.
You're here.
The, I don't know, maybe I want... It's fire. I've got the electric coil. I had another one, though. What was it? Circular electric chainsaw blade. This one's closer. That's the only reason, really. What I'm thinking is that I'm going to put that
You're here.
on the spear. So it's basically just swapping the head of the spear for remember where the spear is. You know, it's just swapping the head of the spear into an electric weapon rather than an acid weapon is the theory. And that should be good, question mark, smiley face. Question mark, smiley face. I don't know. Well, in terms of like the length of the episode, I'm glad it's not over. Because, you know, that was going to be a bit awkward, I think. But, yeah. When I don't hit phase 2 on the first attempt, I get a little bit nervous. Not many bosses have done that to me. I think the only boss who... Did we get to phase 2 on Laxasia on the first attempt? I don't remember. But the only boss I can remember doing that was the goddamn green swamp monster.
You can become a real
Oh,
human.
I messed up here. I was meant to use
Come to me,
Fable thing.
my son.
Okay, I didn't actually build the weapon, did I?
I never bound
I'm still using the acid
like
blade.
the other puppets
Made a mistake.
because of Carlo's memories within you.
Get fucked.
I knew you had gone astray. Troublesome little puppet.
Maybe I should learn his attacks.
Your freedom is not for you, but for Carlo.
It's gone badly.
No father wants to resort to the lash, but there's no other way.
I'm not sure I can get away with this fight without parrying, based on how it's going.
I'll make you a real human myself. After I lost you, my life was full of nothing but regret.
God damn it, I knew he was going to do that as well. I thought maybe I'll space it a little bit. I can space it. God, I'm playing badly. Okay, do it again.
If only I could spend more time with you. If only I had read you your favorite book.
I think there's a world where I can win this just by running away all the time. And then using Aegis whenever Aegis pops up again. And I don't think it's a terrible idea.
Forgive me, Carlo. Please regain your memories.
I just want to get to phase 2. It's all, oh, God damn it. Just want to get to phase... Don't do that.
You break my heart, son. Come back to my arms. No, this can't be. Come back to me, Carlo.
I think I'm too aggressive, you know. I think if I just calm down, I'd be okay. He says immediately, trying to hit him 500 times. Yeah, get stabbed. Oh. Nice. Okay, should be phase 2 here. The fact that that was phase 1 makes me very nervous. That's not cool.
How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
Get super blocked, nerd. What's he doing? I don't like it. Oh, okay.
Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I am Jenny, the ancient human.
You Jenny? Wait, what? What's going on?
So long.
Is that
Bring you back. Curl up.
the memories of... I don't know. I don't know what that is. Okay, he's got... I mentioned at some point that if he's got like a big super duper combo, I wasn't talking about this guy, I was talking about Simon, that's what happens, but I said if there's like a big super duper combo, we need to save this for that purpose. That guy has got a pretty big combo thing. Let me just get this weapon. I'll actually bloody make it this time, not be an idiot. I can't heal. This is mad.
Bring you back.
Oh, okay. Okay, need to dodge that a little bit later. Not bad. Past 50%.
If only I had spent more time with you. If only I...
No, come on, man. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot.
Bring you back. I've waited so long to bring you back. Now,
Just block it off.
bring you back. I've waited so long to bring you.
I will help you as much as
Now. I've waited so long to bring you.
You're someone who doesn't give up. Who knows?
Now.
The next evolution is coming. A world of truth, not lies.
I've waited so long to bring you.
Oh, damn it.
I've waited so long. become a real human. Come to me, my son. I never bound you to the Grand Covenant like the other puppets because of Carlo's memories within you. I knew you had gone astray. You troublesome little puppet. Your freedom is not for you, but for Carlo. No father wants to resort to the lash, but there's no other way. If you can't find those memories, I'll make you a real human myself. After I lost you, my life was full of nothing but regret. How dare you? You're just a puppet. Nothing more.
Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. I am Jane, your worship leader.
You're someone befallen. Who knows? Maybe this is what real freedom feels like. Thank you, Carl.
The next evolution is coming. A world of truth, not lies.
Woo! Woo! That was close.
Were you going to destroy Carlo's heart?
Papa!
Sorry.
It's so good to see you.
You're gonna let me skip credits. That really upsets me. Oh, there we go. Much as I appreciate the music.
I have a final report on the Krat experiment.
You certainly took your time, Paracelsus. Your findings?
I think we have a new brother. A new type of humanity, so to speak.
There are many forms of eternal life.
It's intriguing and worth further observation.
Noted. And we'll have to get his arm back anyway.
I'm counting on it. Expect another report at the next meeting. Paracelsus returning. Ah, and when I return, I will find her. For sure. Another key of ours. Dorothy.
I wonder if that's a DLC or a sequel hint, but I think a Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, not the Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe, a Wizard of Oz inspired game could be quite interesting actually. If you start the next playthrough, you won't be able to continue the current. No, not yet. Assuming I can do that at some point down the line. I don't really need to do it per se, but if there is a DLC at some point, I'd like to be able to carry on my existing playthrough, so. Right, well, did it, gang. Nameless Puppet's Ergo. Ergo obtained from Nameless Puppet, packed with immense power. Nameless Puppet was the first puppet made by an old man that was mounted with a P organ. Ergo efficiency was not only remarkable, it's destructive. Thus the Nameless Puppet was not chosen for the boy's body and sealed away. So yeah, right, so clearly Geppetto's son, who he didn't seem to care that much about in life, given he was talking during the fight about, you know, how he wishes we could have talked more, and he read a book to me and all this kind of jazz. And Geppetto's son obviously died somehow, right? Who's the orphan? Is this kid here the puppet? The body, Pinocchio's body, was he made as a puppet, or is he a puppet made from an existing boy? Am I basically, he took, let's call him Pinocchio. He took Pinocchio, he took Romeo, etc., etc., from the Monad adoption facility thingamajiggy from the orphanage, and he put his assumedly dying or recently deceased son's heart in us so that we could be his, so he could have his son back, basically. And then he set up all the puppets and stuff like that to channel all the ego, so that basically so that the heart could beat again and he could get his son back and we could transform into a real boy that he could have or something. So I did that first try. Not in totality, obviously. That would be madness. I went and leveled up a little bit. I was getting a little frustrated. So I respect, first of all. I got rid of all the ergo talents, because what's the point? And I went and leveled up. I'll just show you what I did. So, actually, see, I swapped from technique into advance. I just basically swapped those directly. I did that on plenty of the other tries you've seen. It didn't really make a difference in terms of my damage, if I'm totally honest. Like, I did more acid damage, but I did less physical damage. I don't think it actually makes a difference. So that didn't do very much. But then I went and I grinded for about an hour-ish. And I got enough to get 10 more levels in, or 8 more levels in Vitality, up to 40, basically. So I got about another 80 health, which isn't that much. It's about 12, 13%, something like that. I just ground some puppets, basically, for a little while until I got enough to just get a little bit of HP, just so I could have a little bit more wiggle room, you know? And I did that, and then I killed him first try. And given how little health I had at that point, I think without the grinding, I wouldn't have got the kill. Usually I'd avoid stuff like that. I did feel a bit weird going to do some grinding, but I didn't do an excessive amount. And it is the first time in this entire playthrough we've done any form of grinding or like purposeful leveling up. And you know, in Elden Ring, we finished Elden Ring, but I grinded like a maniac in Elden Ring to try to kill Melania. So that is it. We have beaten Lies of P. I'm pretty proud of myself that I did this without using a summon, honestly. I know we used one on the second boss, but go on, give me a break. That was a test, and the second boss was not a hard boss. I'm sure we'd have been fine. If you need me to, I'll go and kill it again. We did kill it again, actually. We killed the harder version of it later in the game. Yeah, whole thing, no summons. Pretty chuffed. Some good kills. Thingy, in particular, Manus, the not quite final boss. 2 attempts, was it? Something like that? That's madness. Laxasia was really good as well. I've now seen kind of like how many attempts people take on most bosses. For most people, Nameless Puppet is the hardest boss in the game. Now, it definitely took me more attempts to kill the green swamp monster by like 20, I would say. Probably 15. But I think Nameless Puppet was probably a harder boss. I think I'm a better player now than I was then. I had to use a lot more stuff to get through the Nameless Puppet, you know, like the ultimate grinder and stuff like that. And obviously grinding for the extra levels and yada yada yada, and swapping my build and respecking my quartz, you know. Nameless Puppet was a harder fight for sure. It's funny, the kill, I didn't think I was playing particularly well either. I thought the first phase was actually really rough. I think I can't remember where I was at, but I didn't have much health in phase 2. Much healing items. Now, I wonder if, now that we've finished, if people want to chat at all. Let's, first of all, let's see what weapon we get.
Oh, did I scare you?
No. Oh!
It's me, Hugo.
And it's Aldidoro gloves.
This whole thing has inspired me. I'm going to try to be the Alidoro of a new generation. I will also keep looking for the relic's true owner. Check in with me anytime.
You're now the...
A great weapon calls for a great... Sorry. No, pronouncements aren't my thing. As always, prove that you're worthy.
You're now the third person to wear that clothing. Alright, the amulet, the piercing hatred, immunity to all attribute status elements. That's pretty insane. That's pretty crazy. I wonder if you play the game on New Game Plus, you could get the ones you didn't get the first time. I don't know if the weapons themselves would be different. Maybe it's like, you know, instead of etiquette, you get etiquette +1. Proof of humanity. God, that's insane. Motivity B, technique B? That's really high. Link slash, that's a name in front of you. Increase critical hit. I never use the LB ones. A giant scissor blade used by a nameless puppet. Double-edged sword that can end one's freedom or grant it by cutting the strings of manipulation. Puppets are tied to strings. Humans have cut their own strings. The boy made a choice and became human. Cool. I might respec into a motivity build. Into a quality build, actually. Although we wouldn't be able to level that up now until New Game Plus. Funnily enough. I sold a lot of stuff, by the way, to level up as well. If you see my bag, I sold basically everything that I thought I was never going to use just to get this kill. I just thought, we'll just sell it. What's the point in keeping hold of it all? Right, let's go chat. You want to chat?
Welcome to Hotel.
No, I thought some people might have something to say to me, given what I've just done, but does not appear to be the case. You want to chit chat?
I've made up my mind. Someone needs to tell everyone out there what happened in Krat. I'm gonna look for a way out again. Thanks for all your help. I hope Krat finds fortune soon.
Cheers, Belle. You're a good egg. Vanini's got to have something to say, surely.
So much has happened. It's bewildering. But it feels like there is hope. Even here in godforsaken Krat. It's all because of you. So thank you. Though I suspect you haven't told me everything.
Don't know what you're talking about, Eugenie. Vanini, you've been a good egg. Let's chat.
This great disaster, the Krat crisis, has left no one unaffected. But it's over now. Thanks to you. We are all in pain. We're all hurting. But now it's time to begin healing. I will do everything I can to help. Together, compagno, I think we really can make Krat, if not the entire world, a better place.
Me too, buddy. Me too.
You have been such a great help to Master Vanini. I will do my best to be of assistance in return. As always, I stand ready to approach.
It'd be nice if the hotel got cleaned up a little bit over time. When I respect, I had a little look. We got 25 quartz. You can get 28 per playthrough. So we did okay, 25 out of 28. It does suggest I didn't miss much. One of the big things I missed, of course, is the other freaking riddle. And I never did play the piano correctly. This is my last chance right now. It is oh, it is glowing. That's beautiful. Achievement. There we go. I'm just gonna, you know, we're here at the end now. Gotta put my favourite song on.
Close your eyes.
Yeah, so this is the end. So thank you so much for joining me. We will, of course, be back. We know there's DLC in development, so we'll definitely come back and play that. I've really enjoyed this. I've got to say, this is my favourite Souls-like, at the very least. I prefer this, I would say. I definitely prefer it to Dark Souls 2, but I hate Dark Souls 2. One thing this game does very differently, like, it's, you know, a little derivative of Bloodborne and Dark Souls and Sekiro, yada yada yada. It does some things worse. Voice acting is terrible. And the combat isn't as tight as those games. The parry timing in particular, I think, is a little harsh, and it dissuaded me from ever really getting into it, but I never needed to at the end of the day, really. But things like the music and the characters and the way this... Now, the story in this game is told in a very different way than... Let's compare it to Elden Ring, because that's the last Souls-like we played on the channel. Well, Soulsborne game in Elden Ring's case. Elden Ring has a story, but it's not a very clear one, really. It's not really the focus. You're there, you burn the tree, and you take down some people. That's about it. What Elden Ring does really well is it builds a world, and it builds lore. Right, it's incredibly deep in terms of the lore, and that's what Dark Souls does, and Bloodborne to a less extent, and Demon Souls in particular has immense world building and really deep lore. It's less interested in telling like a linear, normal story. Especially because those games tend to be Dark Souls, you know, at the start of the game, you can do like 4 or 5 different bosses, you can go any direction you want. Elden Ring, you're given this huge open world, go anywhere you want. It's hard to tell, I would say, a linear, prescriptive story in that kind of world. One of the benefits of this game, it's quite a linear game, this. It's actually a very linear game. It doesn't have that open... Even Dark Souls 1, which is not an open world game, has multiple paths you can take at all times, multiple ways to approach things, yada yada yada. And this game doesn't. It's linear with, you know, yeah, okay, you've got shortcuts and you wrap around and lovely level design, but you go from point A to point B, you kill a boss, and then you go to point A to point B and kill a boss, right? And you can't do the bosses in a different order or anything like that. It's very prescriptive in what you're meant to do. But that means it can tell a more direct story. And I've got to say, this story of Pinocchio and our dad Geppetto, who organised this entire goddamn mess so we could hopefully get his son back, and we decided to reject that and claim our humanity, and piecing together what happened with Romeo and all the little bits you find out about the orphanage and what's been going on here, and the stalkers and the caucuses and yada yada yada, and the alchemists. I've really enjoyed the story aspect. It's trying to do something very different from the other games, so I'm not saying one's better than the other, but in terms of my emotional attachment to this game, I would say it's quite high. I enjoyed Elden Ring more on a gameplay level, for sure, because I think Elden Ring's my favourite game of all time on a gameplay level. But in terms of like my emotional attachment to the game, I'm quite attached to this game now. I'm going to be sad to stop playing this. I really am. I'm not looking forward to playing something else. I've been really, really into this game. I've really enjoyed the story. I like my character. I think the combat's great. It's got really, really cool weapon choices. I think the combat could be tightened up a little bit now and again. I think some things are very poorly explained. Like it needed... Obviously, it's been translated from Korean. It could have done with maybe another pass in terms of the translation and some things. Like you saw the thing with the cube, for example, which just makes no sense whatsoever. But other than that, it's a cool world, cool characters, good upgrade system, does some things differently, good exploration, interesting lore and stories, and yeah, I've really enjoyed it. Definitely my favourite Souls-like game. And yeah, I've really got attached to this hotel as well, you know? And the music, the records, is a really nice touch, and that's the kind of thing this game does well and separates it from those other games. Things like the record player, I would say, which I'm really concerned is going to slap me with a copyright, but we'll see when this series goes online. But either way, I hope you've really enjoyed this playthrough as much as I have. It's kind of weird, I've done the entire playthrough and you folks haven't even seen episode 1 yet. I don't ever do that, so this is quite a weird experience for me. I'm quite excited for you all to experience this down the line with me. It means I can avoid doing backseat gaming, which is always a nice thing. God, Starfield's got like 30 episodes left still, so... but Lords of the Fallen comes out in 2 days, so I might play that, or I might play Alan Wake 2 soon. We'll see what happens. But either way, yeah, we'll be back for the DLC, either way, so I'll see you for that very soon, or whenever it comes out. Probably 6 or 7 months plus if I had to guess, actually. But at some point in 2024, we'll be back with the DLC. Hope you've really enjoyed it, and I don't know when I'm talking to you right now, but I'll see you lovely folks very soon. Thank you for joining me. Cheers much as always. Bye-bye.